sixth graders, I'm Mrs. Lynn and this is Mr. Dietrich, and we're going to show you how to play the factor game today. So even if you have Mrs. Comparato, it's going to be the same game, we're just showing you the directions. The first thing that I did is I typed my name in as player 1 and Mr. Dietrich's name in as player 2, but we want to show you an option first. So if you go to options, you can choose to play a computer. Now, this game is so much better if you can play actually against a human, because the computer is not going to try to beat you, it's not going to have great strategies, it's just going to play. So if you can play a human, do that. But we would love for you to play a human that is, your age or older, because we don't want you playing your third grade brother or sister. They're not going to have any idea how to play this game successfully. We also want you, for now, to keep the game set at 30. Maybe later on we'll let you play at 100 or 49 just to amp up the challenge, but all of the questions over the next couple of days are specifically stopping at 30. So we want you to keep it at 32 just so we can keep talking about the same strategy and things like that. So human in 30 or computer in 30. Mr. Dietrich, is there anything that you would add before we start to play?
Nope, I think that is it.
Okay, so as we play, we are not going to be playing to try to show you any strategy. We're just kind of playing to play to show you how the game works. What we want you to do is really start to think about strategy. How can you be the winner? Because in this game, you can really beat your opponent by a lot of points. We're just showing you the basics today so that you know how the game goes. By me being player 1, it says player 1 choose a number, player 1 is blue. So I'm just going to start by choosing the number 26. Notice the directions change. So Mr. Dietrich, read your directions and then continue to play.
So now my directions are, I'm going to choose all the available proper factors of 26, and I'm going to press OK to continue. So I can kind of start at the 1, and my job is to find what are the proper factors of 26, what are going to go into 26. All right. If and when I have those factors, you're just going to go ahead and click them. It's going to highlight your screen there. So I know 1 goes in, I know 2 goes in, I know 13 goes in, all right? And then if I think that that is all of my factors, I'm going to press OK. All right, and now my directions have changed. So I have successfully chosen the proper factors for 26. My directions now say, Mr. Dietrich, choose a number. And before I do that, you'll also know our scores are updating here. So Mrs. Lynn got 26 because she chose 26. I got 16 because I highlighted 13, 2, and 1. If you were to add those up, you would get 16. So that's kind of the first round. So now I'm going to go ahead and do what the directions say. And I'm going to choose another number.
So Mr. Dietrich chose 24. As you can see, his score is going to be 16 plus 24 because now he's clicked that green 24 button. Now I have a new change of directions here. Choose all of the available, notice that word changed, available proper factors of 24 and press OK to continue. Here's where the game gets a little challenging. 24 has a proper factor of 1. I can't click it. It's already been greened out by Mr. Dietrich in a previous round. 2 is a proper factor of 24. Once again, I can't click it, but I know 3 is a proper factor of 24 because 3 times 8 is 24. And notice how I said that 3 times 8 is 24? I can click 8 while I'm at it. 4 times 6 is 24. Both of those are still available. And now I'm purposely going to make a mistake to show you. 12 times 2 makes 24. That makes 12 a factor of 24 as well, but I'm purposely not going to click it. Not because it's a strategy. I want to click it. I want to get 12 points. But I'm not going to click it so that you can see what the computer tells you or what the program tells you if you forget a factor. Okay? So I click OK, and it tells me that I chose 3, 8, 4, and 6, like I did. It told me that 1 and 2 were already taken by Mr. Dietrich in a previous round. It's also telling me that I missed the number 12. I could have had 12 more points added to my score, but I missed out because I didn't know the factors of 12. I click OK, and now the directions change. Now it's my turn to choose a number. So we can play back and forth for a little bit, but we want to show you also what happens when the game ends. So we might just play a little bit here. I don't know if there's any more directions that we want to give, but I'll just pick the number 27.
All right, so my job would be to pick the factors that go into 27. Again, I'm picking available factors, so I can kind of go back through. I can ask myself, does 5 go in? Does 7 go in? Does 9 go in? And so on. All right, so if I'm thinking that no factors go into 27 that are on the board, I would just go ahead and press OK. All right, and then similar to what happened last time, so taking 1 and 3, again, Mrs. Lynn had already, well, I guess, they're already taken by one of us anyway, the 1 and 3, so I couldn't have chosen those ones. All right, but it's telling me that I missed 9. So as you can see, 9 is not marked, so I missed that one. I would press OK. Again, so by doing that or by making that mistake, I'm not going to get any points in that round. That 9 is still on the board. Nothing got added to my score. All right, so I kind of lost my turn or lost my points there. And then it's just going to go ahead and keep going. So Mr. Dietrich, choose a number.
And this is a great way to show. So we're trying to show you all the mistakes right now. Mr. Dietrich chose 16, but there's a problem with 16. There are no available factors of 16. You lost your turn, press OK to continue. And you might be saying, what do you mean? 16 has factors. It does. But 16's factors are 1, already chosen, 2, already chosen, 4, already chosen, 8, already chosen. So when you are playing this game, you have to make sure that what you click as your score is something that has factors for your opponent. So in this game, whatever move you make, your opponent also has to be able to make a move. So here's that example. He lost his turn, but now for me, like for example, I'm going to choose 22, because if I choose 22, I know there's something for Mr. Dietrich to click on his turn. He can click 11. However, I don't want to click, let's see, can we see if anything we don't want to click right now? Like 19. I don't want to click 19 right now. The only factor available for 19 would be 1. It's not available anymore. So I am choosing a number that I know he can click as a result.
All right, so hopefully as Mrs. Lynn's saying that, you're starting to think of some strategies in your head that you can try to use when you are playing.
And let's just go through this kind of quickly. Oh, go ahead, Mr. Dietrich, sorry. 25, 5. Mrs. Lynn, choose a number. We'll choose 28. Guessing I'm kind of trying to beat you, Mr. Dietrich. I'm sorry. It's habit. Oh, one more. All right, let's see here.
Now
Oh,
it's
your
my
turn.
turn.
Okay, so here's what we want you to see. The computer tells us the game is over, but things that we want you to notice. We want you to notice strategy. Some numbers might be better to pick than others. We want you to think about what we said, that your opponent has to be able to click something as your result, but I also want you to think about, why are there still white squares on the board, but the game is telling me that it's over? Okay, can you think of anything else that we're looking for, Mr. Dietrich?
No, I don't think so.
So you would be able to click OK in a new game, and you could try again. So try again to maybe try out your strategies. If you have to, remember that you can choose to play a computer. Maybe you play the computer the first couple of times and you figure out a strategy, and then you go back and try to play your parent and show them that you've figured out a winning strategy to this game. It's a fun game. It's a really great game. We hope you enjoy. We hope you figure out some strategies and then participate in the conversation that we'll have when you're done with this. Have a great day.